Hey everyone, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. I'm excited to share with you this spread. This spread is for Week in the Life in my Family's Project Life album. A couple weeks ago, I showed you a similar video where I said how to use stamps in your project life. So this is very similar to this, and I am just so excited to put together this spread. It actually turned out to be an all-time favorite spread, and I just wanted to keep things simple and not too much going on because this was, like I said, Week in the Life, so a lot of the journaling is going to be elsewhere. I have these squares that you know I love, the 3x2, and once again I am making some patterns using the mixed marks. Again, I know I've done this technique several times, but it has a multitude of uses as far as, you know, scrapbook pages, project life pages, all kinds of uses. And I'm really discovering that it doesn't take a lot to put together a scrapbook page. And doing it this way with the stamps allows me to kind of make it my own, and I don't have to dig through a bunch of product to put together my page. And I actually have a lot of fun making these patterns. So I'm just adding a ton of different mixed marks to this piece of paper right here. And then of course I will punch out the shapes that I want to use. I'm going with circles and scallop circles. And then as you can see earlier, and see right now, I picked out several stamps already. That really helps. And you can see to the far left of the screen that I have out my long acrylic block that you know that I love to use to map out which stamps I want to use ahead of time. So right now I have 2 3x4 cards I'm going to put together and 1 4x6 card, which is going to have all the main journaling. The 4x6 card is going to have "Oh Hello Real Life" in the top left corner, and then the bottom corner is going to have May. And then I'll have another kind of focal journaling card with a typical day and life right now. The typical day is in Cobalt right now, but I'm going to go ahead and change that later on. And then I'm going to make a filler card with tons of white space with the other 3x4 vertical card, because I'm going to put "These Are My People" and I will put that in the middle. And then right here I am just stamping a few other phrases that I will use on the 6x12 insert, because I had 4 vertical 4x6 photos that I really loved, and so I'm going to make a 6x12 insert at the end of this video. So I am cutting out "These Are My People," and then I will pop dot that to put onto the 3x4 card. And as you can see off camera, I punched all the different shapes, and you can see how they look so good once you punch out the shapes, and with the mixed marks, it looks like, you know, a pattern you could have bought somewhere. And it, like I said, it was a lot of fun to make these, and it's just you kind of get lost in stamping, and it doesn't have to be perfect to turn out awesome. Another thing I'm trying this time around is using my stapler just for a little bit of texture and just a little bit of something different. And also on that "My People" card, I kind of staggered the different circles, and then I will add in some staples. And on the "Life Right Now" card, I layered them in the top and bottom corners, and then I will add in the journaling in a little bit. The journaling is going to be clear sticker paper this week. I just wanted to make it easier, and since I still had a lot to say, I wanted to make sure that I got it all in there. So I add in all these different pieces for the circles, and then I will add in a few staples to this card, and this card will be complete. And I just love it. The different patterns just add a lot of movement to the page, and then of course the staples add the texture that I love. So I finished up the 4x6 card, and now I can work on some stamping for this 4x6 card, which I have Celebrate the Everyday. So I kind of brought everything back together. That way I can see what I'm missing and what I want to add to my photos. I have a photo right there of my son putting on sunscreen, and he just turns himself into a marshmallow, and he thinks it's hilarious. So I put the usual and just a small piece of a gray circle, and then stapled it. And then down for the Celebrate the Everyday, I put another blue circle and stapled it. That's one of my favorite photos to get during Week in the Life, is us in the car, going to school or, returning from school. So now I'm going to work on the 3x4 cards for the flip downs. I'm going to add 2 adhesive pockets. That way I can add some more photos. So these will go on the inside of those flip pockets. This one is going to have celebrating life and then a picture, because I'm just going to talk about how at the end of the week with Week in the Life, I force my poor family to take the family pictures. And so this will go on the photo right there of my daughter and I in front of the door, and then in the back will be my husband and son sitting together at the door. So I just wanted to journal about that. And then the second card is going to go over by the photo of my daughter helping me disassemble the fans. I have to disassemble the fans before summer, so that way I can clean them and make sure that they are ready to go. All right, so I have all the journaling. I did it on my computer, printed it out on clear sticker paper, and now I'm going to assemble it. And hopefully it goes all right. The 4x6 card was a little tricky to put together. I tried to figure out where the circles were kind of digitally, but I did my best, and then I had to take apart a few sentences to add at the bottom, but overall it worked out. And for the Life Right Now card, I wrote too much, so I just had to take out a few of the things that I wrote, and that's fine. I just took out like my least favorite one, I guess you could say, and I used the prompt, a typical day. So a typical day includes school, 2.5 hours. A typical day includes a workout for me. A typical day includes family time and dessert, and a typical day includes lots of messes. So on this Life Right Now card, I did have to disassemble quite a few sentences at the bottom, and that is okay. Totally okay with that, because the sticker paper seems to come off well from this HP paper. The next little card I am working on is the one about the fan story. You can see that in the back you have me cleaning, and I thought the more exciting photo is my daughter. She was so ready to help me take apart those fans and use the screwdriver. So her photo definitely went in the front. And then I have a little story about my husband making some cookie sandwiches. So this is where my son and husband photo is going to go in the back, and then I will add the journaling in the middle. I love how I decided to do a lot of white space. I just really wanted to focus on the patterns with my shapes and just leave a lot of white space, and I love that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up with this card, and then I will do the 6x12 insert with my favorite photos. So the first one is my son running cross country, and the second one is my daughter passing gas. I was trying to brush her teeth, and I was trying to check her teeth, and all of a sudden I smelled some horrible something, and she thought it was hilarious. But that is the priceless captures that we get in Week in the Life, and so I love that photo. All right, so this is all put together now, plus a 6x12 insert, and I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing how I use my stamps to make my own Project Life spreads come together. I'd love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. Have a great day. Bye.